What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Tutorials. It is your boy Cheeseburger Eddie, and as always, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we are covering the illustrious Iron Farm. A little bit of an update on it because we posted so many of them before. This one though works 100%, as you guys can see in the background. Had an iron golem fall into our little lava trap, and we're going to show you exactly how much you can get, what you need to make it, and just exactly everything you need to know about it to make sure you want to build it in your Minecraft world. So first is the materials list, everything you're going to need and the exact amount. So these are just the items you need, but all these signs are actually going to tell you how much you need of each item. So let's go and take a look at that. So right here, 2 chests, 15 hoppers, 15 signs, 20 villagers, 20 fletching tables, 20 beds, 135 estimated just about glass blocks, 132 slabs of any type, 500 plus building blocks of any type, doesn't have to be chiseled brick or anything, 2 water buckets at least, and then 1 or 2, more the merrier, of lava buckets. So the first thing, you got to build this thing farther away. The reason why it doesn't work for some of you guys is because it's too close to another village or it's too close to other villagers. So the first thing is you have to build it far enough away that it's not going to be interfered with by other things. Now the next thing, build up 5 blocks in the air and go ahead and make a platform of 12 by 15. So I'm going to fast forward this in a moment, but the first thing you want to make sure is that this entire square is 12 on the sides, 15 long on the other sides, and this should be the exact thing you need going forward. Now go ahead and destroy these temporary blocks. I use dirt, as you can see, and now you're going to fill this up for the most part, but what you're going to want to make sure is that there's a gap of 5 blocks in the middle. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean here in a second. So go ahead and put 4 rows of blocks like so. And then you're going to take a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space gap, and then go ahead and fill in these next 4 spaces on the side. This 5 space gap in the middle is where the spawn of the iron golems is going to be, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. But this is the platform that you're going to need. Now, next step, go ahead and build your pillars. This is just going to be 4 blocks high on each corner. So every corner that you can find, go ahead and put your 4 blocks like so. And what you're going to want to do is go to one side, go in the middle, go ahead and fill this space up all the way to the top, and you're going to just make it fill in completely. So it's just like so. Now again, it can be any block, it doesn't have to be chiseled brick, so don't worry about the expense of having to do that. So now on this side over here, do the same, fill it all the way up. And then what you're going to do from here, go ahead and get your 2 stacks of glass blocks and just stack them up right here. And then on top of this, go ahead and get your building block again and just place it on top along with the second row on top like so. Now this is going to be a very important piece because this is where you're going to put your villagers, and you want to make sure that they aren't going to be able to escape. So go ahead and put a block on the bottom level right here like so, and then out one more block like this, and then you're just going to want to fill in the gaps just like this. Just follow along, man, because we're having a great time. Everything's working, everything's good to go. I've tried the farm, it's fantastic. Now get your beds, 10 beds on each side, so 10 right here, and then you're going to put 10 on the opposite side once we get to that other side. Now on the right side over here, fill it in with some glass if you want so you can see through, and then you also want to go ahead and fill up these gaps up here so everything's good to go. Now you're probably thinking, Eddie, where's the villagers at? I don't know. We're going to get to that in a second, but what you're going to do on the other side of the beds is put your fletching table, and then go ahead and put your additional blocks on the top row up here, just so they cannot escape, they cannot get out, and that is the whole point of the farm. So now, how you get your villagers inside of this actual farm before you fill this up. Now, again, once you got the villagers in, go ahead and fill that block up because then that's completed on that side. But how you're going to get the villagers, I got 2 strategies for you. Build a minecart path going in, and you can just literally push them in, and I'll show you how it's done just like this in a moment. You're going to go ahead and get in here. As you can see, he just pops right into the cart because he's so excited to get to work. You're going to push him all the way, and then that cart just gets pushed into the chamber, and you got to make sure they can't get out, so you got to build a block right here. But that is one way, and then he'll automatically transfer into a villager as long as there's not any other working stations in the area. The other and more easy way is just go ahead and build a ramp and get him in a boat, and then just yeet yourself into that place. And it's it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit cheaper because all you need is some dirt to build above the actual build. But those are the 2 ways that you can actually get the villagers into this farm fairly simply. Now make sure they're not on the beds because you got to make sure they're at the working station. So go ahead and fill these blocks up, and then make sure that you close this off once you get the 10 villagers on each side. So again, 10 villagers on one side, and then once you've completed that, as you can see, the 10 villagers, and we're in a swamp biome, so all you can see is the purple uniforms with the Fletcher hats. That's perfect. Now we got to work on the same exact thing on this side, and we're going to go speed run through this thing just so you don't waste anybody's time. Again, stack your blocks up like this, glass blocks. And then what you're going to want to do is on the top of these, go ahead and get your regular blocks. Again, we're using chiseled brick. You don't have to use chiseled brick. I just wanted to make it look nice. But you're going to go 2 stacks higher like so. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and build behind it on the bottom row, bottom shelf, I guess I'd call it. I don't know. But you're going to build on that bottom row like so. And you're going to build out 2 back. And then you're going to just fill up all the blocks inward, like you'll see in a moment. If you guys are having a great time, if you're enjoying this episode so far, make sure you leave some love on the channel, and absolutely leave a like, subscribe to the channel, because it really means a lot to me. But here we go. Next step, go ahead and place your beds. Now you want to make sure these are as tight up against the wall as you can, so make sure you got them on this block right here. Should be 10. And then what you're going to want to do behind it is the fletching tables, 10 matching the beds, and on this side just want to match on the other side, 2 rows of glass. And then you're going to fill it up again with the chiseled brick, or whatever brick you're using, or whatever block you're using, and then just fill up the missing gaps like so. And then you're going to have to do the same process to get the villagers inside the farm. Now once this is all completed, once you have every villager, the 10 on each sides, the farm is pretty much ready to go. You just need to build your kill chamber for the iron golems to, you know, drop the iron ingots that you're looking for. So go ahead and destroy that little layer of blocks that I just did, and you're going to go ahead and build below 1 layer, and you're going to just build out as far as water reaches. So once you put a bucket of water on this back wall, however far it reaches is how far you need to build the blocks. And I'm kind of lucky guessing here, I didn't even count, but here you go. As you can see, if you place water on each of these back blocks, it goes to the very end of this, and that's all you need. Now you will have cat spawn, and you will have iron golem spawn. So one way to avoid any issues from that is, we'll go over that in a second, just place some dirt blocks down. But now from here, here's your kill chamber. So go ahead and build down with 1 of your blocks, and then 2 glass blocks, just so you can see in here. And it should be a 3 blocks length on the sides, but 5 blocks length on this side, or near the, you should just fill it all the way up. So as you can see, like so, you got the 5 blocks. Again, go ahead and put dirt blocks right here, just in case anything does spawn. You don't want it falling down and getting lost. You want to make sure you get everything you can out of this. And just go ahead and create your 3x5. So as you guys can see, we're just going to fill this thing up. Leave a gap in the middle of the front, because that's where you're going to put your chest. And then you want to just fill the rest of the glass up like so. You don't have to necessarily use glass for this, but if you do want to see what's going on, if you want to be able to see how everything's taking place, that is what you want to do. And just make sure you fill this entire thing up like so nothing can escape. And now a couple pieces of important information here is that you do want to close everything off before you open it up, because you do not, again, want to lose anything. If you want the string and the poppy from the cats, or if you want the iron ingots, you want to make sure that you have this thing working and ready to go before you open up that dirt block. So from here, you want to make sure everything looks just like this. That is your kill chamber. And now from here, you want to go ahead and destroy these 2 blocks for your chest area. Put a double chest right there. You could put a single if you want. And then you want to destroy 1 layer of dirt, or whatever you're on, right here, because this is where you're going to put your hoppers pointing into the chest. Now, this point, you want to just make sure every hopper is pointed towards the middle, because that is where everything's going to flow into. And that's basically very simply done by just crouching and placing it towards the chest. Now from here, place some signs. We've already discussed how many signs you need. I think it's 15 or 12. So go ahead and just place all these signs like so. And this is basically what's going to help you guys put the lava in place without it having any issues or destroying the iron, that you're going to be getting from the farm, or whatever else you have going forward. So just make sure you place all your signs like so, and you are pretty much done. All you got to do now is lay down the lava, and you are ready to go. But there is one last thing you guys got to pay attention here, and that is that you have to close off the front that I entered. So as you can see, if I don't close this off, the lava will just flow out, and we'll have tons of problems. So go ahead and put a block right there, close it off. And then what you also want to do is put an additional block down below with a half or a slab, just to make sure that the cats can't escape, because they do provide string and they do provide poppy. But if you don't care about the cats, you can just leave that thing wide open. It doesn't really matter. So anyways, as you can see, we got everything we need to make this thing work. Got the slab put down, and now we are ready to go. So all you got to do, the last piece, is stay AFK for a little while. And if you just stay near the farm, you don't have to be right next to it, but if you're within distance, you're going to be good to go. Now the last step, and this is important, make sure you put a bunch of slabs. You got to have all the slabs covering every piece of the top of the farm, and that includes the glass blocks in the front, just because you don't want any mobs spawning and destroying the farm, because it will get destroyed if you let them. So make sure you just put slabs on top of everything, and that is the completed product. Now, after about 56 minutes, I think is what I timed it at, because I had to go somewhere. I timed 56 minutes of waiting. I got a full stack of iron plus 19 additional ingots plus some string and some poppy. So that's about, I think, what is that, 83 pieces of iron ingots after about 57 minutes. So not too shabby. And again, it's, you know, I'm not going to sit here and preach to you guys that you're going to get, you know, 2,000 iron an hour. You're not. You're going to get probably about 100, maybe 90. But it does work. It's efficient, and it obviously will get you unlimited iron as long as you have it working in your Minecraft world. So that is what I wanted to show you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode and enjoyed the actual build. If you guys build it and it works, comment down below. If it doesn't, ask your questions down below. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, but I appreciate you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.